sports. And our focus is on the Lions' towering tight end. He's gonna be a busy man in the passing game. It's the Lions and the Falcons on Sunday night.
Mere feet from where the Georgia Dome stood and the Falcons played for a quarter century. We're looking at the team's home since the 2017 season, Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Thanks for joining us, everyone. With my partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. And like so many matchups in the NFL, Brock, our focus goes right to the quarterbacks in this one. Both of these guys, players who've been around the league now for some time, they've definitely established themselves as veterans who know how to win football games.
Yeah, I think the word of the day, Kate, is definitely experience. Two guys who've been through the season several times over, have seen a lot at this point in their career, and been through quite a bit on the field. All that experience is stored up there right between the ears. And the one who is more skilled at leveraging that experience, more than likely is going to come away with the win.
Penix on third down. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
You know, these third and short situations, you rep them all the time. Snap after snap, rep after rep. You're expecting man-to-man coverage in that down and distance, and you're expecting to execute. That time on third and short, they can't get the job done.
And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. So the Lions take the field for their first drive. They're led out by someone who's fought through the doubters all through his career, and he just keeps putting up numbers. Jared Goff.
Kate, there are other flashier quarterbacks that make more highlight reel plays than Jared Goff. There certainly are bigger and stronger athletes playing the position today, but Jared's just a throwback, a guy that understands the timing and the precision. I love that he knows what he is and what he isn't when it comes to his skills, and it's why he's been able to...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
First couple snaps, first drive of the game, it's all about who can land that opening punch, gain that first advantage in a game-long back and forth. Well, that opening punch was a solid cross, maybe even an uppercut that caught him right on the job and sets an immediate tone for this defense.
Offense to the line for second down. Now a shotgun handoff to Brooks. And he'll fight for what he can to the 15. He'll manage 3 on the carry, and it's going to be third down. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Short pass caught by his tight end.
You've got to be cognizant of where the line to gain is. You can't run that route short, and you certainly can't throw it. That route's just not deep enough. Needed to extend it closer to the chains for a first down.
Punter takes the field on fourth down, and he sends this one flying. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Falcons and running back Bijan Robinson getting set to begin another drive. And you can see he's done his part on offense this season, sitting second right now in the league in rushing touchdowns. On first down, here's Penix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Hey, Kate, I think we know that the quarterback's a demanding position because not only do you have to have a clock in your head, but you've got to have a spatial awareness of where you are on the field. And once you start retreating, going backward and backward and backward, you got to just fling the ball in the stands. Otherwise, well, you take a huge negative sack like that.
Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long. Another try following the sack. Complete. It's Bijan Robinson. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
Simply part of the job description for any running back in today's game. You're out there, you're going to be one of your quarterback's most important safety valves. And you got to be ready for that check down at all times.
Here he is on third and long. That throw finds Johnston. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
You know, I don't mind the scheme. In fact, I like the call. Just not on that third down in particular. Need to get it closer to the sticks to have a chance to move those chains.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Fair catch called for, and he brings it in. Looks like right at about the 29-yard line. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And they're going to take over possession. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Goff to the air now. Connects on one to Jameson Williams. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. 2nd and 3 now. Straight ahead, here's Brooks. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Short pass caught by his tight end. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. 3rd and just 2 to go. Hands off here for Brooks. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a 3rd down run for a 1st down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
Goff on 1st and 10. Pass taken in by St. Brown. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. We're going to look here at the receiving numbers for him from last week. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Now a give to Brooks. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Well, after that play, training staff is headed out. That's one of their top guys who's shaken up. And they're going to need him back for the upcoming postseason. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. 1st down throw from Goff. Hits him on the out route. And he's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line. 2nd and 3 now. Off play action, Goff. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Detroit. We've seen him do a lot more to reach the end zone on a catch, Brock. That one was kind of fed right to him.
Yeah, they say the running backs have a nose for the end zone. You know who else does? Every skill guy out there,
Yep.
because they want to put a touchdown on the board.
Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Lions will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. Has this at the 6. This return makes it up to the 25. And Brock, we got a pretty good idea how a lot of the playoff picture is going to shake out, but still some time left for things to change near the end of the season. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. He'll cobble together a yard there. That was Tyree Wilson in on the tackle. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Play action. Here's Penix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
You know they love that line. It's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. Well, that is a perfect example of it because the X's and O's, The offense kept the running back in. But unfortunately, the Jimmies and Joes, it was all about the defense and that linebacker who single-handedly blew that play up.
Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
So no return on that punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. A carry by Brooks to start the drive. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. So we're through one as everyone tries to stay warm on what has been a very cold night. Neither side separating much so far. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Back and beginning the 2nd quarter. Lions in possession. They've got 2nd and 7 to start. Here's Brooks. And he's able to drive up past the 40. 5 yards on the play. They could just do that again. 3rd and 2 coming up. From the gun, Goff. Short pass brought in. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Has him on the quick hitter. And they make the tackle at the 38. They gain 14 on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and it forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
New set of downs for him at the 38. They go play action with Goff. He's going to push one deep down the right. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. On the carry, this is Brooks. And they'll stop him, but not until he has a nice little gain down to the 32. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Goff now on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw into double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver.
And this time, they're going to get there, and they drop him. Well, we see the medical staff headed out there now. We're going to get a timeout as they handle an injured player. Not what you want to see so close to the end of the season. They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Trying again following the sack. That's complete. Here's Brooks. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Now gone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Trying to get it to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Lions making the call for their field goal unit. From the right hash, about 45 yards out. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And they come away with some points on that series.
Well, that's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Falcons and this running back headed back out for a new series. And he's been putting together what should finish as a true standout campaign. Right now, top 5 across the league in rushing. Penix now on first down. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down. Penix working from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Penix here from the gun. Caught by Flowers. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Well, that's a game that has its roots in preparation during the week. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday kind of stuff. Identifying ways to target the coverage and creating opportunities for big completions.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. And again, it's Penix. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And he's out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. And they've got themselves another first and 10. Throwing from the pistol, Penix. Little off-center, his man just couldn't adjust to it.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Let's go now. Reload. Hey.
From the shotgun, Penix. He's on the move. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Penix looking to pass. Pitts brings it in. And he's stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Second and 3 now.
At the 21-yard line.
Here we go, Shaq.
From the 21. Able to hit Robinson, complete. Well, after that play, training staff is headed out. That's one of their top guys who's shaken up. And they're going to need him back for the upcoming postseason. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. From the red zone now. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
Man, the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
Robinson on the inside give. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
A 3-yard loss on the play. It's 3rd and goal.
It's the 2-minute warning now from Atlanta. The Falcons driving ahead. They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Penix now to throw. Has it in close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. Tyler Bass on now for the field goal try. This is a chip shot from the left hash. Amendola able to put it through. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Has has a man. It's Brooks. And he'll get it up to the 27.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Shotgun snap here to Goff. He's got it over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Throwing again, it's Goff. It's taken in by Williams. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Detroit calls timeout, it's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the gun, Goff. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Has him on the quick hitter.
You get this big old dude like him in the slot, it's an automatic mismatch advantage. You're trading a little bit of speed, sure. You sure do get a lot of size. And anytime he's in the slot, you got to assume the ball's going his way.
Here's 2nd and 7. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Goff back to throw. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams would call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
And he can't hurt you with a return if you just kick it out of bounds, right? This one flies out right around the 15-yard line. All right, no more excitement here in this first half. He kneels this one down. Both teams head to the locker room. That brings us to the break, and it's the visiting Lions holding an early advantage. Now we'll get you down to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and the old quarterback momentarily. But first, let's give everyone a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. The Jets get a vital win there as they move to 8-7 with 2 games left to go. From there, we'll head down to Charlotte to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium, and they were winners in that ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. Jalen Hurts, sharp in the victory, as his guys get back within a game of 500. And then finally, a good one on Monday Night Football between the Indianapolis Colts and the Baltimore Ravens. Both these teams ready for the fight ahead. We're ready to get back to it as well. And to do just that, we'll hand it back over to Kate and Brock.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Return coming from the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The visitors headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And as he continues lighting up the stat sheets this season, we can see he's still chasing one man for the NFL lead in passing yardage. They put a receiver in motion right. They go play action with Goff. Hits him on the out route. Hits some space around midfield. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And that gives the Lions the first.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says two things in every production meeting. Number one, well, we got to stop the run. And number two, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down. On the give, it's Brooks. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8. Off play action, Goff. He sends this one to the end zone. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect, and now they're stuck facing 4th down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
On is the punt team, and away goes the punt. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. Here's the Falcon offense headed out. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. And he'll get it up to the 27. Well, after that play, training staff is headed out. That's one of their top guys who's shaken up, and they're going to need him back for the upcoming postseason. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They'll run the draw with Robinson. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. The Falcons getting ready for the punt. Jordan Stout's the one to send it away. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. The visitors returning their offense and this running back to the field. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough.
The Falcons getting close, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Never ever a great look when your quarterback's picking himself up a few seconds into a drive. They're going to need a lot more fight on 2nd down and a whole lot of yardage to get this back on track.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Trying again, following the set. That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there. Looking for the back that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Throwing from the gun here. Has it downfield, working the left. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. So a timely moment for a big play, and they get the first on 3rd and 19.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
A tight end in motion now. First down throw from Goff. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Here's what I know. I know this one came from personal experience. After this one's over, QB, well, he's going to spend some time in that cold tub because he's been in so much time on the ground, taking a beating today. This offensive line, this offense has got to find a way to protect the passer.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's brought down after a short gain. And the Falcons get a 5th defensive back out there. 3rd down coming. Goff setting to throw. It is caught left side. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
And this looks like it got just inside the 20 as it flew out, and indeed it did. They're putting the ball at the 19-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Penix here from the gun. Got a man, it's London. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 20-yard line.
They go play action. Here's Penix. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
Penix working from the gun. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! Going the other way, Lions have it!
Well, you can just see the QB scanning, can't you? He's moving, he's looking downfield, but everything covered up on the back end. That 2nd and 3rd level defenders did their job, and what did it do? Well, it freed that pass rush up to strip the ball away from the QB.
The Lions getting ready to return to the field. And talk about a dream position, Brock. Heading out with 1st and goal waiting for them. A chance to pay off their defense's effort as they start out 1st and goal. Throwing now, following the turnover. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Now gone. This throw is caught. And he drives this forward to the 6. So now, here's 3rd and goal. Back now, pressure on its way. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack going to cost them some yardage.
Hey, I get it. You know, there are times as a decision maker playing quarterback, you take a sack and you cut your losses. But when you get an opportunity in the red zone on 3rd down, you'd love to give your guy on the other end a chance, because a touchdown, well, we know in the course of outcomes of games, so much more influential than settling for a field goal.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
He stopped on the return at the 27. Now here come the Falcons on offense. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. 1st and 10, a run to Robinson. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by the rookie from Wisconsin. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. From the shotgun, Penix. Into the hands of Pitts. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
Small pass, big result. This dude is just a juggernaut with the football, and once he gets rolling, it gets tougher and tougher and tougher to stop him from playing add-on with those yards.
And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Calm, cool, collected. from this offense. Love to see it. No tunnel vision on what down it was, just focused on executing the play in front of them.
Throwing the out route complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
That's the end of the third on Sunday night. It's Falcons football, a nice little help for them as they trail entering the quarter. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Here's a counter give to Robinson. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Penix. Got a man, Robinson has it. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things.
They connect on the deep shot. And that's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons make it a 4-point game here in the fourth. Drake London with the touchdown. All right, Brock, take me inside the helmet of a quarterback here as you're laying there after taking that hit. Are you asking your linemen? Are you listening to the crowd? What are you doing to find out if you made the connection?
Yes and yes and yes to all of that. You're listening to the crowd. That's kind of your first indicator as you're laying there. That roar, what is it? Is it a touchdown? Is it a pick? And then your buddies let you know right away as they pick you off the ground, and that is a hit you will take for 6 every time.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. And they may say they're not paying attention, but everybody maintaining a constant eye on the current playoff picture. A lot on the line each week for the teams that think they have what it takes to make a run in the postseason. On the ground, Brooks. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. St. Brown there to bring it in. And they're gonna bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. So now here's 3rd and 5. From the gun, Goff. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. He gets 6 on that play. And that'll be first down, Detroit. New set of downs for him at the 38. On first down, it's Goff. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. Throwing again, it's Goff. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. And incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
Goff trying again on 2nd and 10. Hits him on the out route. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Now an inside handoff to Brooks. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
That is an old school battle you simply love to see. An offense that close to a first down, a defense that knows there's a run headed its way. It's a battle of wills. It's the offense that gets it done this time.
Got Williams, and it's complete. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
At the 33-yard line.
Goff to the air now. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
They go play action with Goff. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. So for the 3rd time tonight, they're going to bring him out for a field goal try. This a 50-yard look from the right hash. Got all of it, and this is good. And now their lead will push out beyond a field goal.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost them a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. Here's Atlanta ready to take over possession. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Penix on 1st down. Finds him over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Robinson up the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Pickup of 2 here. And the Falcons will have a first.
First down. First and 10 at the
Penix looking to pass. Completed to Flowers. And he's got it up to midfield and into Lions territory. 2nd and 3 now.
gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the Lions' 48-yard line.
Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Falcons down by a touchdown. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. He'll throw it. Complete beyond the marker. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Yards after catch. Oftentimes those hidden yards become oh so critical, Kate. And it's one thing from a receiver, but when you get it from your tight end and he could break a tackle and get you yards after catch, and that's a bonus.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. And will he? No, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
What a great opportunity for him. You can almost feel that bounce in his step. Facing a southpaw and he gets to rush the blind side. Well, anytime he beats that right tackle, it just comes down to his closing speed and his finishing ability at the quarterback.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Setting up to pass. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and goal.
Throwing now. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they bring him down around the 34. Desperation time here on 4th. And they get to him and hold him down. What a play, forcing the sack, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
Coaches challenged him to get the defense off the field with a stop. Rose to the challenge and delivered on that one, really overwhelming the line of scrimmage.
The Lions offense returning to the field. That defensive stand might have been the final effort needed to seal away the victory, Brock, but can't quite take off the pads just yet. Offense has to finish this one out.
Yeah, a few things here, Kate, to keep in mind, right? You got to slow the game down as a quarterback. Take every second off the clock. If you're handling the ball, you guard it with your life, and you make sure your defense doesn't come on the field again. They just did their job. Now you got to do yours.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. From the gun, a give to Brooks. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. And now we'll get a pause here. Trainer's headed out to take a look at an injured player. Let's hope it isn't anything that's going to keep him from finishing this season strong. On second down, it's Brooks. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be its second. Falcons going nickel to defend this third down play. Running once more with Brooks. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. The defense takes its third and final timeout. Punt team on the field. And this is going to be his fourth effort tonight. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Nice kick there. It's a punt of 53 yards. And the Falcons will take over. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Back to throw. And they got there in time. He's taken down. One final shot here. He just kept going their own way, and that's going to cost them. That is a safety. So the Lions get the win on the road. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Lions as we say goodbye from Atlanta.